With the engine repaired, we can't wait to get on our way. We decide that Cariacou is going to be our destination. However, once we're there, Steve decides that we've got to repair the dinghy, otherwise we won't be going ashore. It's our first sail in...
Our first movement.
Yeah, first movement in 8 weeks and 6 days.
Yeah.
And she sounds nice, doesn't she?
Yeah, yeah. Obviously I've got to keep an eye on things.
The engine, that is, I'm talking about. We're on our way to Carriacou to go and see Laura and Cornell before they dart off around the world on their summer holidays. We are Steve, Annette and Gus. We left the UK in 2019, travelled to the Med, an hour in the Caribbean. Our motto is, we will sail as far as we can for as long as we can, and we just love sharing it with you.
Finally on the move from Grand Mal, although we've loved it in Grand Mal. People give it a bad rep, and it's actually, we've loved it here. It's been good anchorage, lovely people, convenient for the little shop, great for the beach with Gus.
Swimming.
We'd definitely come back here. Definitely come back here. If you remember when we were doing our list of things that had gone wrong, when I first turned up here, the windlass didn't work.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten there, that wasn't on the list. I'd forgotten about that.
There's so many things on the list that it's easy to miss something.
Yeah. Got the wind on the beam at the moment. Not got the engine off yet. We still need to keep it on for the moment. But it's lovely. You happy?
Yeah, it's all going well. Sounds good. No smell of diesel, which I've been smelling for months and months and months. Well, since Gran Canaria.
See how quickly the weather changes, just bang like that, and all of a sudden we're in a bit of a squall. But it'll pass pretty quick. But it's gonna pour. I'm going in. It's what I call big rain. Wow, it's pouring now. But you can see the blue sky over there is coming through. It'll just be 10-15 minutes and that'll be gone. Well, from brilliant sunshine to this. Definitely a bit of a squally day today. Look at that, rain stopped and it's beautiful again. We got a call with Auntie Sue tomorrow.
Have we?
Yes, at 9 o'clock.
What, with the warranty claim?
Oh, the warranty claim. Why would somebody do that? They're wooden spoons. Poor Kelly, our longest patron, and we sent her the spoons and somebody's stolen them out of the packet and redone the packet up. I mean, they wouldn't have known what was in there. Well, I suppose they could have felt it, but why would you do that?
Well, I feel it and I think, oh, there's a Rolex watch. Oh no, it's a wooden spoon. Oh.
Well, I don't think a wooden spoon feels like a Rolex watch.
No, but I'm trying to say, why would somebody steal a wooden spoon?
Yeah.
Even a spoon. They wouldn't know it's necessarily wood, and it's light. It's not like normally you kind of think, oh, that's heavy, oh, that's kind of, oh. No.
somebody is wandering around with our wooden spoon. Well, no, sorry, Kelly and Jeff's wooden spoon. Sad, sad people. I mean, you've looked at it and thought, no, I don't want that, put it back. Oh no, no.
They sealed it back up and sent it on.
You sent it on where?
To Kelly.
Oh, yeah, the empty packet. If you'd like a wooden spoon, become a patron and we can send you one.
From Auntie Sue.
They're handmade, not wooden, obviously, but
Hand engraved.
Sorry?
Hand engraved. Hand engraved. It was over there just now. I just got to go with what I can only work with what I've got. I'm an artiste. Just had to lash the duo gen up.
Not sure if you can see it. Why?
The batteries are full and that one's got no it's got no on and off switch on it. The air breeze up the mizzen mast, that can actually detect that the batteries are full and it shuts itself down. That one doesn't.
In Cariacou. Oh, that is unreal. They're going to think we're stalking them. Pardon?
It's definitely stiff.
I didn't catch any fish, but Steve managed to catch one in the dinghy. It's not even a flying fish, is it?
No, it's a stiff fish.
As you would have seen in previous episodes, our dinghy is in need of major surgery. In order to be able to repatch it up, we need to bring it up onto the foredeck, clean it and inflate it as much as we possibly can.
Getting ready to finally repair the dinghy. It's red hot. Now the engine's done, gotta get on with the dink. That's all the crap, hopefully. So having watched some more YouTube videos on how to do it, I chopped the brush up to make the bristles smaller to make it easier to apply the glue. I then prepare the patches, giving them all a nice round edge, which makes it easier or harder for them to be torn off by the water. Prepare the back of the hypalon. You've got to get rid of the shine off of it, so you've got to give it a really good abrade to get rid of that, and that again helps with the adhesion of the glue. Once that's done, it's then a wipe down with the toluene. Again, that kind of degreases it and helps with the glue, to get the glue to stick. Once the patches are repaired, it's a question of mixing up the glue. So I've got the glue, you've then got to put a little dash of the activator in, which gives you a stronger bond, and then what I've been doing is putting a little bit of toluene in just to make it flow a bit better, because it's so hot out here that the temperature's not quite, or it makes the glue go off too quick. Once that's done, it's then use the chopped up brush to give it a nice thin coat, and then go and give a thin coat to the area that it's going onto on the dinghy. 2 coats on each piece, and then put the patch on and give it a really good rub down with my special magic spoon. So less is more. Try and get a thin film on and then apply the patch. Once the patch is on, give it a really good hard push down, and that should be it. Job done.
Wow, the weather is vile today. Hasn't stopped raining, but we did know that it was going to rain. Anyway, we're just going to sit and have a coffee and thought that we'd answer a couple of your questions. Hold on a moment. That's yours there. From Rob and Karen on Dreamtime Cell. I'll put a link to their channel below. They are Australian. And also from Michelle and Stephen from Spirit of Clyde. They've asked us what our plans are after we've finished with the Caribbean.
We haven't got one. Life is a lot more enriched with the dog, but is a lot more awkward with the dog or with Gus. I don't think we really know what the plans are. We've got lots of plans, but none of them are firm, and at the moment we're just dealing with the Caribbean. We've had a bit of a crappy couple of months.
Crappy couple of months, nothing to do with the weather, to do with
the boat.
The boat, yeah, you're right. We've had a crappy couple of months.
And so we haven't had a massive amount of time for actually enjoying where we are.
I'm going to say, definitely we will be in the Caribbean later this year, so our next sailing season, which is from kind of November through till June next year. Because we haven't done the northern part of the Caribbean, so Antigua, Barbuda, Dominican Republic. Then we'll come back down here, or I have been making inquiries as to whether we carry on round and we go to Guatemala. We'd like to do some major work on the boat. I would like to do some major work on the boat. I'm not sure Steve's so keen, but I think it needs it. I think the boat needs it. We've lived on the boat for 16 years, and I think that we need to start updating a few bits and pieces internally, because it's beginning to look old. It's beginning to look very outdated.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, we are. After that, I'd like to go through the Panama Canal, but Steve is right. The dog does cause us issues. If we could get definitive answers for whether we can go to the French Polynesian Islands, we would go through the canal and carry on and go towards Indonesia. But we think our long-term plan is that we'd like to go back to the Canary Islands, kind of stay put in the Canary Islands. Our next question, we've touched on it a little bit now. Our next question is from Richard in California, and he wants to know how easy or not is it travelling with Gus. For those of you who don't know, we got Gus when we were in lockdown in Sicily, and it was a choice that we made, having rehomed a dog. We felt a bit guilty, but because we didn't think that taking a dog with us on this trip was the right thing, that it would be too difficult, when in actual fact in Europe it was very easy. Gus has got a European passport. Sailing around Europe in the Med was easy peasy. We were never ever asked for his documents. His chip was only ever scanned once. That was at the port in Dover when we went from France to the UK. And then we decided that we're going to come across to the Caribbean. We had to have a teeter test. A teeter test is a test to make sure that his rabies vaccination is still working. Because there are certain countries in the Caribbean that insist that he has one. We got over here, we entered into Martinique when we came to the Caribbean because it's the easiest country to enter with a dog. Going from country to country in the Caribbean, we have to get a health certificate from a vet to say that he's healthy leaving the country that you're going from, to present that to the country you're going to. There is a cost to that here. We're not going to St. Vincent, not with Gus anyway, and we're not going to St. Lucia. So far. But those two countries, St. Lucia, hate dogs. It's just a big no-no. St. Vincent and the Grenadines are a little bit more tolerable, but they still don't like dogs. So travelling around the Caribbean is a little bit more restrictive. We always knew that there were going to be countries we couldn't go to once we got a dog. It was easy in the Med. It's little bit more difficult here, but he does bring us so much joy, doesn't he?
Well, I was going to say the bureaucracy can be a pain in the ass, but the physical, having the dog on the boat, is wonderful. He's the right size, poo's not too big. He loves swimming. He goes and checks the anchor with me now. And when I dive on the anchor, he comes with me to have a look.
He does, doesn't he? Our motto is that we will sail as far as we can for as long as we can. That now includes gusts. There are restrictions. It's not totally impossible. We've just got to look a little bit more, look into it a little bit more before we can go to any country. Thank you very much for sending your questions in. If you've got a question you'd like to ask us, drop us an email on...
SV Cordelia.
Oh no! On cordeliasv@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Go away, rain! Well, guys, you can see from here, after 19 patches and 3 days of gluing, Steve's managed to repair the dinghy. It's a lot better. We're having great fun with it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you want to support us in any way, the Patreon and Coffee links are below in the narrative. Thanks everybody, have a good weekend. Right, am I right or am I wrong in allowing Steve to do this nearly every lunchtime or every dinner time or every time he has something to eat, actually? So I've just made cheese on toast, but it was on rolls because that's all we had because we haven't got any bread. And afterwards I said, do you want sauce on your cheese and toast? Yeah. Okay, I was sniggering a little bit when I put it on because yesterday was just, he just went a bit over the top, but nothing like today. So no, I will. This is what I did. So quite adequate. Lots of cheese. No, lots of cheese and some tomato sauce. Ketchup, whatever you like to call it. But yeah. Oh no, that's not enough for Steve. Hold on. What's that? You can't even see.
No. I don't need the sauce police, okay? I had the sauce police bloody monitoring the sauce, okay?
Oh,
I don't need it. I'm nearly 60 years old. I don't need the sauce police.
You do need the sauce police, Steve. We are going through 1 kilo a week of sauce.
Trinidad and Eve and Mabel make loads of it. They got an whole
It's just
aisle
madness,
full of
isn't it?
ketchup.
It's just madness.
Now I dip that into that, right? Ketchup heaven. And no pissing on it. I know you have. When you're lazy at night, you can't be bothered to go to the proper toilet. Do it down here. Oh, there's something. Just like give the old little leg a